Tropical depression Rosal is forecast to intensify further in the next 24 hours. The Justice Department is mum on U.S. sanctions against Apollo Kibuloy. And Manny Pacquiao beats DKU in an exhibition fight in South Korea. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin tonight's newscast with Tropical Depression Rosal maintaining its strength while moving northeastward over the Philippine Sea. Pag-asa last spotted its enter some 505 kilometers east of Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. It packs maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. The tropical depression is partly enhancing the surge of the northeast monsoon or amihan. Because of this, residents in northern Luzon may experience occasional gusts of strong winds. Rosal is expected to intensify into a low-end tropical storm within the next 24 hours, but it is seen to start weakening by late Monday due to its interaction with amihan. A flash flood hits one barangay in Tanay, Rizal, killing at least 8 people, including a 5-year-old child. Josh Camo with the report.
A tragedy struck Barangay Santa Ines in Tanay, Rizal on Saturday evening. A jeepney was swept by a flash flood, killing at least 8 passengers.
Nung papauwi na po sila, nabalaho po yung kanilang sakyan doon po sa huling ilog. Ang problema po habang pong hinihila, sabi po ng mga nakasaksi, may dumating daw po na rumaragasang malaking baha or flash flood na naging dahilan po para tumaob po or tumagilid po yung sasakyan, sir, na may lulan po ng mga pasahero po.
7 of the fatalities were senior citizens while 1 was a 5-year-old child. They were on their way back to the barangay after getting cash aid from the LGU.
Since mahirap po ang biyahe at malayo po, i-maximize po nila, sir, yung pong going back and forth po, yung pagbalik po tsaka pagpunta po doon sa kanilang tirahan, sir, sa Barangay Santa Ines.
Rescuers admitted having a hard time in their search and retrieval operation.
Ang concern po natin yung ilog po na dadaanan, more or less po at least mga 15 na ilog po ang dadaanan bago po ma-reach yung nasabing area po or Barangay Santa Ines.
The aunt of the 5-year-old victim couldn't hide her emotions.
Napakasakit para sa amin yun. Dapat po kasi ang inuuna ng gobyerno yung pagpapatayo po ng tulay para wala na pong mamatay sa Santa Ines. Mas namiss ko na nga po.
Arnel, meanwhile, lost his aunt in the tragic incident.
Sinama lang po siya sa tiyahin ko para siguro din lumas-luwas para kasi bihira din makawin ng bayan. Ayun na nangyari pag namin nung ating gabi, patay na pala yung aming mga kamag-anak. Meron man tanggapin, andun talaga ang magagawa.
Residents said the LGU has yet to act on their complaints in crossing the rivers.
Simula pa po noon, wala pa pong nakakagawa ng dito, yung tulay ba? O kaya hanging bridge para maginawa naman po ang pagtawid namin pag may mga ganyang sakuna. Matagal na naming dinadaing po yan pero wala pa rin pong nakakagawa.
The municipal government of Tanay said it will discuss possible risk reduction plans. Officials are also looking to improve ways of claiming cash aid. They are now coordinating with the families of the victims for assistance. For News 5, Josh Camo, We Are One News.
In other news, the Justice Department is holding off on comments regarding the U.S. Treasury's sanctions on Apollo Kibuloy. The DOJ said it will first verify the information and seek advice from American legal experts on the matter. It noted, though, that the agency supports efforts against corrupt practices and for protection of human rights. Kibuloy has been sanctioned over, quote, serious human rights abuse in connection with rape and sex trafficking allegations. The move effectively freezes all of its U.S.-based assets on top of being barred from entering the country. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Confiscation of driver's licenses has been suspended across Metro Manila amid discussions on a new ticketing scheme. Justin Punsalang with the report.
The MMDA, along with Metro Manila mayors and the LTO, are still finalizing the parameters for the single ticketing system in the metro. According to MMDA Chairman Attorney Romando Artes, Metro Manila LGUs will soon have access to the LTO system where records of traffic violations are kept. Each violation will count as a demerit point, which, upon reaching a cap, will have consequences.
Ang apprehending officer po can communicate sa kanilang City Hall to check kung ilan na po yung demerit points kasi may access na po ang LGU sa LTO system. In which case, right there and then, pag nakita po ng apprehending officer na confirm niya na meron ng 10 demerit points yung driver na yon, pwede na pong i-confiscate yung license.
The technical working group explained that under the single ticketing system, a motorist will be penalized once, regardless of the number of times they will be apprehended for the same traffic violation. They said this system will weed out irresponsible motorists.
This approach will allow us to properly monitor yung mga drivers po natin at sa ganun po talagang yung pagbibigay po natin ng lisensya, we only give it to deserving and qualified drivers.
20 common traffic violations will be included in the single ticketing system. While the list is not yet available, Makati Mayor Abby Binay said that the list includes disrespecting traffic enforcers.
I think we fail to realize that they are public servants. Bakit sa ibang bansa, pag hinuhuli tayo, takot na takot tayo? Pero bakit sa sarili nating lugar, nakikipag-argumento pa tayo?
Also part of the single ticketing system is an easier payment scheme. According to the TWG, violators will be able to pay off their penalties through bayad centers. But for those who plan on contesting their violations, the MMDA chairman said that they are also streamlining the process for this. However, with the system still being fine-tuned, Metro Manila mayors agreed not to confiscate the licenses for the time being. Instead, LGUs will compile the traffic violations and submit the list to the LTO. Guidelines for the single ticketing system is expected to be released and implemented by the first quarter of 2023. For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
Manny Pacquiao wins via unanimous decision against Korean mixed martial artist DKU in their exhibition match in South Korea. The Filipino boxing icon dominated the match right from the get-go, but it was during the sixth and final round where he scored a knockdown against Diu. This is Pacquiao's first time back in the ring since retiring from professional boxing in 2021 following a unanimous decision loss to Eudenis Ugas. Tourist arrivals in Baguio are now back to pre-pandemic levels as more visitors flock to the city for the holidays. Jenny Doan with the report.
More tourists are now flocking to Baguio ahead of the holidays. One famous attraction in the City of Pines is its night market along Harrison Road. Here, people could find all kinds of goods, from nice clothing to food trips. It opens at 9 in the evening until 1 in the morning. Baguio's Botanical Garden is also offering Christmas feels.
Super, ramdam mo na talaga yung Pasko. Aside from the weather, makikita mo na rin sa mga napakadaming dekorasyon, sa dami ng tao, marami na rin celebration as well. Ayan, so mga kainan, so makikita mo talaga. Ayan, so good, at least merong revenue ang ating city.
Meanwhile, this Instagrammable rose garden features world-class lighting. Local officials said tourist arrivals are now back to pre-pandemic levels. This December alone, they expect up to 400,000 visitors.
Travel revenge is real. On the top of mind of many of our travelers, our city is really very accessible, no? From the lowlands. The charm of Baguio, having this cold weather, and at the same time, we are offering really a different experience.
With this, most hotels and other establishments are already fully booked.
It's starting to become difficult to book for particularly yung mga peak days. Ang observe naming peak days are those yung approaching Christmas, no, starting 23 and up to New Year na yon. That week between Christmas and New Year, that's the most popular days for booking and accommodation here in Baguio. Yun ang medyo nalilimitahan na, particularly the big hotels, no? They are already declaring na 100% booked na sila, no?
Tourists may visit the Baguio Visita website to check available accommodations. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
Now for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.